Sonny. He's a 10-year-old neutered male Beagle who had the misfortune of being severely injured when run over by a truck. Sonny has a lot of challenges given his advanced age of 10 years, the fact that he's carrying some extra weight, and multiple fractures and luxations. Here we see an x-ray of Sonny's left hind leg showing a midshaft fracture of the tibia and fibula. You can see that the bottom part of the leg is displaced caudally, so the distal portion is displaced caudally. Now we see an x-ray of Sonny's pelvis showing again that left hind leg, that tibial fracture. If that were Sonny's only problem, we could repair that fracture with new minimally invasive techniques that would heal quickly and we'd be in pretty good shape here. But unfortunately it's only the beginning. If we move up Sonny's left side, we see that the wing of his pelvis, the ilium, is separated from the sacrum and it is displaced cranially. This can only occur if there are other multiple pelvic fractures, which in this case are in the pubis. The pubic fractures do not need to be repaired, but they do compound the difficulty for Sonny to rise and to walk, especially given the extra weight that he's carrying. So now we have two major fractures to repair and still another problem to overcome. On the opposite side, we see that Sonny's right hip is dislocated. It's a coxofemoral luxation. In order for this to happen, the ligament that holds the hip in the socket has to be completely severed. On this model, you can see a representation of that ligament. In this case, we need to find a method of keeping this fracture reduced while still allowing for mobility of the hip joint. This is a coxofemoral toggle pin repair. In order to accomplish this repair, we need to drill a hole through the head and neck of the femur. Then we drill a hole in the center of the socket, the acetabulum, where that ligament used to attach. Now we can take a toggle pin and attach it to some strong material, in this case a fiber made out of a substance similar to Kevlar. We attach that to the toggle and we push the toggle pin through the hole that we've drilled. Once the toggle pin is all the way through, we can turn it sideways so that it cannot come back through the hole. Now we thread the fiber tape through the hole we drilled in the head and neck of the femur, and we attach it with the proper tension so that it will keep that hip fracture reduced and yet allow mobility so that the hip can move in normal fashion. And here you can see on the x-ray the toggle pin is in place. It's a very difficult procedure to accomplish. It's a difficult approach. It's hard to even get to the area that you need to work on. We have reduced the sacroiliac fracture luxation and put the ilium back in place with respect to the sacrum, and we've affixed it with 2 leg screws to hold that in place. We fixed the tibial fracture with a minimally invasive bone plate. These plates are designed with locking screws and only are in contact with the bone in a few small areas, rather than the old style plates that are pressed tightly against the bone with multiple screws and crush the microcirculation in the periosteum all along the bone. These do not interfere with that microcirculation and therefore speed healing, and the IM pin is placed down the marrow cavity of the bone to keep the plate from cycling or bending back and forth. So the combination is very powerful and does not disturb the fracture site or the circulation so that the fracture can heal more quickly.